If I lost everything today, no team, no money, no audience, here is the 10-step plan that I would use to build $1 million business in the next 90 days without investors or fancy software. Just me, my laptop, and one simple product that solves a real problem. And the best part, I wouldn't even have to come up with a product idea myself, and I'll show you why. I'll also show you how to go from idea to product to sales, step by step, using tools that anyone can use and strategies most people overlook. Let's start with the only business model I'd bet on right now, a digital product. Digital products are absolutely where I think every beginner should start. Number one, they cost $0 to make, $0 to deliver, $0 to update, and $0 to store, which means you keep every single dollar that you make. If you go down the drop shipping or physical product route, you have to spend a ton of money just to create and manufacture and then ship the product, meaning you're left with very little at the end of the day. If you go down the services route, you have to put your time and energy into every product and service that you offer, meaning that if you're not working, you're not making money. Digital product can sell around the clock to anywhere on the globe without spending any additional money, meaning you keep everything. Plus, you have no fixed location. You can work from anywhere in the world. You're not tied down to a physical location, a brick and mortar store, or your shipping warehouse. Number two is simple. Just find a problem that you think you know how to solve or something that you can learn to help other people solve, and stick in a niche or market that you're passionate about. There's a simple ChatGPT prompt that you could use right now. Go into AI and say, hey, here's a list of things that I'm passionate about or things that I'm spending time on, hobbies of mine, things that I like to do. Maybe it's raising a family. Maybe it's working on your marriage. Maybe it's your golf game. Maybe it's creating things or building things. It's some kind of specific hobby that you have. Go in there and say, this is the list of all the things that I like. Give me a list of 10 to 20 problems that people like me have when it comes to these activities. And it's going to give you tons of ideas. Maybe if you like golf, it's going to say people struggle finding cool places to go on trips, or these businesses need to find out new ways to get customers. Or maybe if you have an 8-year-old son who plays baseball and you put that in, it'll tell you about how parents struggle to actually coach their kid because they don't know the mechanics to teach them. Maybe if you're raising kids, it's parents that struggle raising confident kids that are going to be successful. Any one of these very specific individual problems is something that you can create a business about, even if you're not an expert yet. And that brings us to step number 3, which is solve this problem. If you don't know anything super valuable, or you're kind of stuck wondering, hey, I don't have an idea, I don't know how to solve all of these problems or even one of them, you can literally spend a couple days or weeks today on YouTube, ChatGPT, and Reddit, and you can become an expert in almost any individual problem and find that solution in a matter of days, maybe weeks. As soon as you figure out one cool way to solve one specific problem in an area that you're passionate about or a hobby of yours, you can literally start writing it out and turn that text into a PDF, which becomes an ebook that you can sell. If you want to turn it into a video, you just pull out a camera like this. You don't even have to be on camera, actually. You can literally create a slide deck, record your screen, talk into a mic like this, and now you have an online course that can be sold to anywhere across the globe 24/7. Both of these things can be created with a tool called Typeset. Typeset literally can help you take text and turn it into a beautiful ebook or a course that can be sold as well. Number 4 is just make a single sales page. Your whole website can literally be this one page. I have a process for creating this page called the one-page blueprint, which literally is just the 7 steps that you can put on any landing page on your site if you want that page to make you money. It's pretty simple. You can use a tool like SamCart that has built-in templates. You can literally use AI to actually write the content for you. Then SamCart will design the page and give you the ability to collect credit cards. We'll even ship and deliver your digital product across the internet to anyone who buys it automatically. Number 5 is this page needs a URL. Most people way overthink their URL and they get way too cute with these things. Really, I just follow 2 rules. Either have the URL be your name or have the URL be the desired action or outcome that your product creates. If you create an ebook showing people how to get Facebook fans, call it get10,000fans.com. If you create a course showing people how to lose 10 pounds in 90 days, call it lose10poundsin90days.com. Keep it simple, keep it memorable. If you use a URL like this, your customers will go into your website thinking, hey, this is probably about something that I'm interested in because the URL itself is something that I actually want. Number 6 6 is simple. Start sending people to your website. There are millions of ways to do this. You can literally send out flyers. You can send emails, text messages. You can post on Reddit. You can create social media content where you share pieces of your product and your expertise, like one cool golf destination that you like to go to, specific apps or checklists that you use while you're booking these trips. Anything around your topic of interest is content that you could create around the clock to get free visitors. You can run ads. If you're scared of ads, I have a video that breaks down the super simple way to run Facebook ads today, where you can start with literally a $5 a day budget and have campaigns that print profits for you. In the end, all of these different ways to drive traffic, my advice to you is try a bunch of them in the beginning, and whichever one starts to work first, drop everything else and go all in on that one. Become an expert at that one channel, whether it's TikTok or SEO or affiliates or email marketing. Drop everything else at the first sign of success and go all in listening to podcasts, YouTube videos, signing up for platforms like Creator U, where you can go learn from people who are experts at that one traffic source, and you can become an expert pretty darn quick and start to drive hundreds of visitors a day to this page that's going to make sales for you around the clock. Number 7 is find out how much money or time it takes you to get a customer. So track the time that you're spending posting to social media, track the dollars that you're putting into advertising, and divide those things by how many customers you are getting. That will give you a good ballpark to know exactly how much time or effort it takes you to get a customer. Number 8 is that your goal should be the cost, either in dollars or time, to get a customer should be about the price of your product, meaning that you can put a ton of time in, but you're going to make all of it back. You can put a ton of money in, but you're going to make all of it back in the end. I'll explain why this is the right strategy, even though you're probably thinking, why would I do that? I'm going to actually make no money. There's no profit here. I'm just going to work my butt off or spend a bunch of money on ads and just make it all back and be in the same place that I was yesterday. Number 9 is if your cost to acquire a customer, or the time or energy or money you're putting in, is equal to the amount of money you get back, you need to do 2 simple things. Number 1 is improve your sales page. That will make it convert higher, which will bring up your conversion rate, meaning it will require less time, less energy, less money to actually get customers. The way you improve any sales page is you focus on, is the big problem that my page promises to solve the right problem? Is this the sexiest problem that people need help with? If your ebook or course is showing people great places to take golf trips, maybe your big problem that you're solving for people is that they think golf trips take too long, and you're going to show them how to do it in just a couple days so they don't get yelled at by their wife. Maybe the better problem to solve is people are thinking, hey, I want to take these golf trips, but I think it's going to cost 5, 6, 7 grand. But your product promises to help them solve that problem by doing it on the cheap. Just little shifts in the problem that your page talks about solving can significantly increase the amount of money that your page makes. The second thing to look at on your page is your offer itself. Most people don't even know what an offer is. Essentially, what an offer is if you have any product, but let's stick with the digital product example, you have a PDF ebook or an online course. Most people's offer is just that PDF or course. And they just say, hey, you can buy this book and it's $10. Creating an offer around it means fleshing out everything that is inside that book and adding in 1 or 2 extra bonuses that make it easier for people to implement the product and help them get results faster. You can do this by adding simple checklists or lists of apps that you like, or making your own custom GPT on ChatGPT. You can do all kinds of things to create this offer around your product that makes it way more enticing than your competitors who are just selling access to this one course. Number 2 is focus on getting your average order value up. Most people make the mistake of thinking they're going to get to the $1 million level with just one product. Nobody does that. You need to create a second and eventually a third product that can be almost anything under the sun. If you take a brick and mortar business, for example, say so you hire somebody to mow your grass. Those people always let you know that they can also take care of the weeds. They can do the mulch. They can get you on a monthly subscription. They do that to get their average order value up so that every time they come out and you buy from them, you're spending more than the original price of that product because you're adding other things in. If you're selling an online course, your second product can be that advanced course. You can sell coaching, either group or one-on-one. You can sell done-for-you services where you actually help them one-on-one. These things help get your average order value up so that if you're acquiring customers at the same cost that the price of your product is, you actually have profit right off the bat on that first day. Number 10 is if you get your cost to acquire a customer to equal the price of your product or your average order value, this is where it's time to go all in. You need to spend more money and more time getting customers, and you need to start creating more products. If these two things are equal, this is where most people actually give up. But the big mistake is actually giving up in this scenario. If you have the ability to spend $100 in ads and get a $100 customer, or spend an hour on social media posting and get one customer out of it, you actually have a break-even business, which is truly game changing, and most people don't even realize it. That means you can scale this business up without spending any money, without losing money. And what that means is you can go get as many customers as you want, and those customers value over time. If you do your job of selling the people who don't buy your product for the first time, coming back to them and retargeting them and bringing them back, if you do a good job of taking your customers and selling them other things because you have a second or third or fourth product down the line, you're going to maintain that relationship with them. If your product is good and they feel like they got a great deal and you deliver value, anything else you come out with in the future, those people are going to buy. If you think about this is how we all behave. Anyone who has the iPhone, or you're married to whatever brand phone that you have, when they release a new one, you might not buy it every time if you don't have the money. If you do buy it every time. But even if you don't, you want to. And it just comes down to whether or not you have the money or not. Your customers are going to be the same. If you gave me today 10,000 customers for free, most people would say, like, why would I take that? Like, I made no money. But smart business people understand the value of having 10,000 customers, because you can send them emails, texts, you can send direct mail to their house, and all you need is something else for them to buy. And if they're a customer of yours, they are 10 times more likely to buy everything else that you have. Really, in the end, scaling to the $1 million level online comes from thinking long term. It comes from understanding the lifetime value of a customer, and how just because they gave you $100 today does not mean the only money you're ever going to make from them is that $100. As you continue to roll out more products, your lifetime value is going to explode, and all of that money that you make from that customer after that first purchase is icing on the cake that goes right to your bottom line and into your bank account. This is how I would go from $0 to $1 million in the next 90 days. It would be really comes down to understanding the math equation of a business and how valuable just having customers, even at break even, is. If you take a look at this business that we're talking about building, whether it's an ebook or an online course, priced somewhere between $50 and $100. If your page has a 3% conversion rate, which that's what I recommend all of you should shoot for. If you use my one-page blueprint, it will absolutely convert at that, most likely higher. You really only need 233 visitors a day to build $1 million business. Why is that? Because at 3% conversion, you're going to get 7 customers a day. And if your product is $50 to $100, most likely that customer is going to be worth far more money down the line, most likely $400 or $500 a piece over time as they continue to buy more stuff from you, meaning that you really only need 7 customers a day selling a cheap $50 to $100 front-end product that's a course or an ebook with a single one-page website. And that is $1 million business if you understand how the math works. If you have any questions about this, let me know down in the comments. All the resources that I would use to build this $1 million business in the next 3 months are right down below this video. So check those out, and I'll see you in the next video.